Following in the footsteps of a legend is no easy task, and for Kalen DeBoer, it's a very interesting situation. He has to step into a role that Nick Saban had filled for almost 2 decades, bringing 6 national titles to Tuscaloosa. And on a day in Dallas where so many were talking about the way the coach had influenced them, DeBoer was talking about the current influences.
Yeah, that's right. And Nick Saban said on SEC Network this week that he's not lurking around the practice facility every single day. He doesn't want to be a distraction, but he's still having an impact on the program. We saw that in his interaction with Jalen Milroe on the set of SEC Network. So Nick Saban not looming over everything, but still having an impact.
Well, I think Coach Saban's been nothing but gracious with time. Anytime I've reached out to him, he has an office over there at Stadium. I got a chance to go over there a couple times to see him, and he's a busy man too. And he's got his things he's doing. But I just appreciate any wisdom he shares. Whether it be program related or just football in general. He's a promoter of the game. I know he's going to knock it out of the park with his opportunity there as an analyst as well. It's a great asset to have close to home.
Of course, one of the things that Kalen DeBoer had no control over were the guys that were already on Alabama's roster, and that includes their starting quarterback in Jalen Milroe. But DeBoer has expressed that he has total belief in the guy and says he even reminds him of one of his former players.
Yeah, that's right. DeBoer's something of a quarterback guru at this point from his multiple stops, and he had a pretty good one at Washington to coach in a top 10 NFL draft pick.
Jalen's super talented, when it comes to down the field throws, which are not easy. He was one of the best in the country. He and Michael both were 2 of the top, I think 3 or 4 in the country when it came to accuracy, efficiency, yards per attempt in some of those areas, depending on how you look at it. I think just continue to grow his game, build confidence. It's new language, verbiage that he's got to learn, directing the whole show, and knowing the things that he can do within our system without making it too complicated. That's what Michael had. And so, Jalen's just pouring himself into this, learning it as fast as he can. You're never going to question the work ethic of this guy.
And of course, one of the other keystone moments of day 3, the Texas Longhorns finally taking the mic here in Dallas. Texas head coach Steve Sarkisian, no stranger to the SEC. He's been around for a long time. His teams have played Alabama each of the last 2 years, splitting those meetings. But that doesn't mean that his first year as an SEC member is going to be an easy one.
This schedule is grueling looking at it. This team has to travel to Michigan. They've got 3 rivalry games. They also host Georgia. So Sarkisian thinks they've got the physical side down. It's going to be the mental side of things that's going to be the challenge for this team as they move to the SEC.
You're going against the elite coaches in America. You're going against the elite players in America. More players drafted out of the SEC to the NFL draft year after year after year after year after year. So how do you put forth the same level of preparation, the same practice habits, not thinking I'm good now? You always have to strive to improve and try to get better. That's the task.
So 3 days down, 1 left to go. We're going to hear from 4 teams tomorrow: Auburn, Arkansas, Texas A&M, and Kentucky. What are you hoping to hear from the Tigers?
Oh, man, I'm so interested in the offensive improvements. A lot of additions through the transfer portal. I want to hear how it's all clicking together for the Tigers.
Yeah, it should be an exciting day. We can't wait to hear what they have to say. Reporting in Dallas with coverage you can count on. He's Trevor Denton. I'm Max Cohan, Way 31 Sports.